Hi, and you're now with the Forerunner Chronicles. This vlog is a video response to a question we received from Fabio from MySpace, and it reads, "Hi, my friend wants me to prove to him that Saturday is the Sabbath and not Sunday using world history and not only the Bible as a reference. Can you help me?" Fabio, as promised, here's your answer. In the 3rd century, there was a Roman emperor by the name of Constantine the Great. Now, Constantine the Great was a pagan, but he converted from paganism to Christianity. But Constantine the Great did not convert from paganism, or so-called convert from paganism to Christianity, because he adored Jesus and he believed in the Bible. The reason he did it was strictly political. He was trying to hold his Roman Empire together because it was breaking apart due to feuding between the pagans and the Christians. The reason why the pagans were feuding with the Christians was because Christianity was growing leaps and bounds. And the pagans foresaw that if Christianity went unchecked, all of their institutions and all of their pagan temples were going to get ripped down and done away with. And they were absolutely correct in that matter. But let's go forward. In the year 321 AD, mark that year, Constantine the Great sent edicts all throughout the Roman Empire enforcing Sunday, which he called the Venerable Day of the Sun, to be the day of observance for worship for all the people in all the cities and all the towns. This was the pivotal point when Sunday, the first day of the week, became the worship day for Christians and not Saturday, rather the 7th day of the week, which God ordained and sanctified and made holy according to his 4th commandment in Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Yeah, I threw in the Bible. Anyway, let's go forward. Like I said, it was the pivotal point. Why? Because everybody did not have to obey this edict. Constantine he exempted those who lived in the countries and worked as farmers. Reason being, he believed that on those days, on Sunday, it might be a prime time for them to harvest their crops. So therefore, they were left out of this edict. But something else happened a few years later, about 200 years later. We'll talk about that. Before I even get there, I want to tell you this. Socrates, he even knew about this, and I don't even hold to the teachings of Socrates, but he got it right on this point. In the year 440, in his book Ecclesiastical History, in the 31st chapter, Socrates went on to say that there are many traditions concerning assembling. For although all the churches throughout all the world practice, or rather celebrate, the sacred mysteries on the Sabbath, the Athenians and the Romans, due to ancient tradition, refused to do this. Now, Socrates spoke of the worship that took place on Sabbath as the sacred mysteries, and I definitely believe he did that because of the masses that took place in the Catholic Church and so forth. He wasn't a religious guy, but he got it right in the fact that he saw that all the churches throughout the world were keeping the 7th day Sabbath holy, except for who? The Athenians, the Greeks, and the Romans. Why? Because they were steeped in Babylonian pagan worship, just like Constantine. But let's go forward. Here's what happened that solidified Sunday worship. In the year 538 538 AD, there were some edicts that came out of the Council of Orleans, and it enforced Sunday worship on all of the Roman Empire, including the farmers and country folk. Sunday worship was now being enforced by the civil arm of the law. You got it? Yeah. And something else happened pivotal in that year that you need to remember. In 538, the Roman general Bersalius, I believe I said that right, Bersalius, routed the Ostrogoth army. Now, the Ostrogoths were an ancient Aryan tribe, and they were actually the last stumbling block that stood in the way of the papacy grabbing global dominance. When the Ostrogoths were taken out of the way, the papacy began to reign and persecute Christians. 538 AD, Sunday worship was solidified. 321 AD, Constantine the Great made the edict that everybody had to observe Sunday in the Roman Empire. So question, why are you listening to Sunday worship, and why are you worshiping on Sunday? Because it has nothing to do with the Bible. History told it. And whether you like it or not, this is the forerunner, the same old forerunner, and the truth is the truth.